Rev up your engines!
Oh, here's another real shocker. GM's electric Orion plant, they now say, well, it's going to add fewer jobs than expected. Okay, they took the government incentive money, right? Oh, we're going to create all these jobs. Maybe not that many, right? Because, of course, they're going to have to slow down their productions of electric cars because nobody wants to buy the stupid things. It's going to be a master mess when this stuff settles down. You know, they went too fast with unproven technology that people don't want to buy. And now they get the government money, but, well, I guess we're not going to create as many jobs as we thought we were. This is a GM Lake Orion plant in Michigan. As they say, it appears to be scaling back the planned number of employees as construction moves ahead with the revised plan. They're having 40% fewer parking spaces in the parking lot they're building. Means they're going to have 40% less workers, right? I mean, any idiot can say, maybe even worse. That's the best case scenario. 40% less parking spaces. Maybe they won't even fill them all. Who knows, right? This electric car fiasco is starting to come to a head now. Well, what are they going to do? Oh, gee, are they going to make them? I don't know. Well, we got that government money. Well, what are we going to do with it? I don't know. Let's go party in the Bahamas or something with it. Who knows, right? This is why you don't want the government giving money to corporations. They're businesses. They're supposed to be able to figure out how to make money themselves, right? If they can't, too bad. Let somebody else take their place. Well, I read a fascinating article by a person who says, I swapped a Tesla Model 3 for a Model Y, and Elon's brutal layoffs ruined the experience. These people had bought one and they were trading up in New Hampshire. My husband and I wanted to work with Tesla's new South Burlington, Vermont's Tesla Center, because it's an hour, 20 minutes away. But the team there says, we don't know when we're going to get leases or new cars. Could be weeks, could be months. We don't know. So instead, get this. We had to drive all the way to New Jersey. That's because New Hampshire doesn't have a Tesla center. And Massachusetts doesn't allow out-of-state pickups. Why does anybody go through the trouble of buying these things? I don't know. These people are nuts to buy them in the first place, right? So they had an app and it says, oh, here's the time you can come. Well, it's 6 hours each way, right? So it's a real pain for these people to buy a car, and they're inconveniencing them. I repeatedly called Tesla customer service to make alternative arrangements, and no one answered the phone. My favorite part was the robo-recording voice that said, we care about you, and then said goodbye and hung up. Why do you people deal with this company? You know, are you fools? They're slapping you in the face, and you turn around, they slap you again. You come back, they slap you again. You're idiots to buy these things. I restarted the leasing project, filled out a finance application. I called a Tesla and got a Los Angeles-based customer service rep who said it didn't go through for whatever reason. I mean, he's trying to buy the car, and they're making it hard for him to even get a hold of the stupid thing. They asked me to resubmit my application from scratch. It was a pain, but whatever. So I did. I woke up the next morning to see the app that Tesla Finance had approved. I clicked on accept and repeatedly it said 500 error. So we went to New Jersey even though the computer said they didn't, but they said they approved us. And here's the hilarious thing. The guy asked the man on the phone, have layoffs left you all short-staffed? Has it affected morale? Then the Tesla customer service rep says, this is a recorded line. And then the guy says, so I'm just going to take that as a yes. And then the representative had a nervous giggle. And the people told them, in private of course, we want to share that everyone's morale is low. We're overworked, understaffed. And we're sad for our friends who were fired. This has been really bad. Why do you people even buy these things? I don't understand. It's become a belief with these people, you know? Even though they keep slapping them in the face, they come back for more. Well, I read an article, that guy says, how many EV charging stations does the U.S. need to replace gas stations? Well, I think he came up with a ridiculous number, actually. He said 1 million. And that's a line of horse manure. Because in the United States, there's already over 1 million gas pumps in the United States, right? And so this clown says, well, we would need 1 million chargers to equal that. No, that doesn't equal it. Because you fill your car's gas in like 4 or 5 minutes. If you want a full charge, it's going to take at least an hour on any of them. You know, they say, you can get this range in 15 minutes. Yeah, you get like 20% or 30% range. You fill the tank up at a gas station, takes you maybe 5 minutes. If you're going to fill an electric one up, it's going to take you anywhere from 45 minutes to 2 to 3 hours, depending on the size of your vehicle and how low it is, right? It's going to take at least 4 to 5 times as long, if not even longer. So that would mean you'd need 4 to 5 times as many. Nobody's going to build these things. They don't make a profit with this stuff. Look at Whole Foods. Years years ago, they had, oh, look, we have electric chargers at our stores. All of a sudden, boom, they took them away and they never brought them back. Why? Because they lost money on the deal. It's not an economic choice, just like buying an electric car. Stupid decision. They cost too much. Batteries go, it's going to cost a fortune to replace them. Nobody knows how to fix them. They get in minor wrecks, the battery gets dented, they total the car because it costs too much money to replace a very expensive battery, which also happens to be in the very bottom of the car to keep them from tipping over. If they're high, they're so heavy, they got to put them real low. So you hit a speed bump or you get in a minor wreck, hit a curb, dent that battery, goodbye car, they'll usually total the car. So, with all these negative things, why the heck is any idiot thinking about going out there and buying these stupid electric cars? There's no infrastructure, they cost too much to insure, the tires cost too much, they wear out faster. It's just insane. Now, Maine just got its first Tesla supercharger. See where it is? Look, they haven't learned anything. It's in front of an old field, all by itself. There's no humans there watching it. People are going to vandalize them. People are going to wreck them. They're going to break being out. There is no attendance. I still, for the life of me, can't understand. You go to a gas station, there's attendants there, right, to watch, to see what's happening. How come they don't do that with electric cars? Right? It only makes sense. You're selling the product, you got an expensive machine out there, put it in the back of a parking lot next to some woods, right? So kids can steal the stuff and then run away in the woods real easy. There's no humans there to stop them. It's just plain stupidity. What, do you see the people putting cash machines next to the woods? No, you don't. Mostly they're inside now. And even then, people break windows in convenience stores and rip them out with pickup trucks and chains, right? You imagine if they were putting money machines out in the woods like that? They'd all be robbed too, right? These people haven't learned anything at all. What do? They put it in the cheapest place they can, the back of a parking lot, next to the woods. I mean, come on, this is just plain stupidity. Do these people have any brains in their heads at all? You can't sell something you put in the middle of nowhere, have nobody watch over it. Criminals are going to come. Of course they're going to come. It's just an open invitation to them. It's out in the middle of nowhere. There it is, just sitting there. Oh, and maybe they have cameras. Ooh, they have cameras, right? Do you think that's going to stop a guy with a mask over his head stealing or breaking them? No. And these idiots, they don't want to spend any money. Oh, we can't possibly have a human being there like at a gas station. No, we'd have to pay the money. We don't want to spend any money. We just want to get electricity out so people buy our stupid electric overpriced cars, right? The first Tesla supercharger was in Maine, and guess what? It's paid for mainly by our taxpayer dollars. More money wasted with stupid locations. Just like I say, you don't want the government involved in this stuff. Gee, we're having a problem. People are breaking them and stealing stuff. Oh, okay, let's put them next to the woods, the end of a parking lot. Yeah, brilliant idea. Government idiots, they have no idea what they're doing, except they take our taxpayer dollars and throw them into this crap that we really don't want and putting them in the wrong place so they're going to get vandalized. These people have any brains in it. Of course, they have no business sense. You know, most of them are lawyers. Blah, blah, blah. I'll be a politician now. I'll be the worst of the worst. I'll be a lawyer politician. You can't get any scumbaggier than that, right? They know nothing about the business world. They obviously know nothing about people either. Criminals see that. Oh, there they are out in the middle of nowhere. At least put some people there. Give a job to somebody, right? They're always talking about, we want to create jobs for Americans. Well, you stupid politicians, if you're going to pay all this money to put these stupid charging stations in, give somebody a job. Give an American a job to sit there and watch over them and help people out, right? We can't pay people, right? We just give money to the people to build stuff. You need to take care of the infrastructure if you build it, right? It would give people jobs, right? They're always talking, it's the politicians. Blah, blah, blah. Well, we want Americans to get jobs, blah, blah, blah. But we spend billions making these stupid chargers and you don't give a single person a job to sit there and watch them, which is what's needed. They now have the largest photovoltaic power plant ever. 3 million panels to make electricity in the desert. And as I've warned before, and scientists say the same thing, you put these black panels in a desert, it's going to make things even hotter. Panels absorb the heat, they'll make deserts even hotter. We're supposed to be doing this stuff to stop global warming. This actually will increase global warming. But on top of that, the small amount of power that these stupid things make, listen to this. Total installed capacity for the world is expected to hit 10 gigawatts globally by 2025 versus 2 gigawatts as of the end of 2019. Do you know how much electricity the world uses? They use 24,398 terawatts. 1,000 gigawatts is a terawatt, and the world uses 24,398 terawatts. So the solar panel stuff, you might as well as spit in the ocean. Since 1,000 gigawatts is a terawatt, but there's 24,398 terawatts you need, this thing only produces gigawatts. 10. Takes 1,000 of those to make 1 terabyte. So do the math. It's thousands and thousands and thousands of times, right? They act like this stuff is going to work. No, not enough power. It's just a way for people who make solar panels to make a profit, basically, right? And then the whole thing is so patently absurd, so ironic. It's supposed to stop global warming. They put solar panels in the desert. It's going to heat up things, make it even hotter. Does anybody have thinking caps here? So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.